What is up, guys? How's everybody doing? And welcome back to a brand new video on the Life on Autos YouTube channel for the first time in about 2 weeks. Things have been crazy busy once again with my other entrepreneurial careers. But in today's video, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day as always. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about our 2012 Kawasaki Teryx-4. And there's actually been some talk in the family lately about should we keep it or should we sell it? And that is exactly what we are going to be talking about in today's video.
These brakes suck.
So in the past few weeks, there have been a lot of things going on. And from an owner's standpoint of a 2012 Kawasaki Teryx-4, I can safely say it is a very big vehicle, and you can't always take it wherever you want to take it. In saying that, I may actually have something bigger and better coming for the channel, hopefully very soon, because just on Monday, I went dirt biking for my very first time with my dad and my cousin Nick. And that was my first dirt biking experience ever. Learned how to drive a manual. It was absolutely amazing. I loved every part of it, and now I want a dirt bike. So my dad and I have been talking for the last couple days about the Teryx-4. And the whole thing about it is we don't use it anymore. Out where we live now, we moved last year, and now we're selling the cottage. And I mean, there's not fantastic trails up at the cottage, but I mean, the trails are okay, but after a while, you just get tired of them. And then we actually went on an ATV with a neighbor. He just took us out for a spin to see the trails. And the thing about it is that the Teryx-4 won't fit on the trails because the trails are actually skinny enough. It's tough for an ATV to get through. So after going down them with the neighbor, and I can safely say now that if it's tough for just a small ATV to get through, then imagine what it's going to be like for a full-size side-by-side to get through. In saying that, it's probably time that we start considering if it's the right decision to keep this, trade it in, or sell it. So since 2012, when we first bought this brand new, we did fully spec this to a fully loaded Kawasaki Teryx-4. It is the LE, which is the top of the line, and I think the LE stands for limited edition. Even though they just continue making these and producing them, I can safely say that there are better side-by-sides than the Teryx-4. But I still can say that the Teryx-4 is a very good side-by-side if you're in the market, as a first owner of a side-by-side in today's market. So this 2012 Kawasaki Teryx-4 LE with the V-twin engine, when we bought it in 2012, it had a brand new price point of $20,000 flat, which is $19,999. We paid that, and it's been great since. But realistically, this is not practical for us anymore, even though it never really was practical for the amount that we've used it. And it's just been more of a garage ornament than it has been actually in use. Because if you look at other people with side-by-sides, you will see that their hours and kilometers are fairly high. But in our case here, our automobiles are like through the roof in mileage, and the Teryx-4 is very, very low on mileage. And saying that, it is because we do a lot of driving throughout the year, and we're barely ever home, or when we are home, we don't have time to use this. So yeah, these days, 2019, the Teryx-4 is just not practical anymore for our lifestyle. So after an awesome 7 years of having the Kawasaki Teryx-4, I think it is time to say a goodbye to it and welcome in, some brand new dirt bikes into the stable here, and replace the Teryx-4 with that. Because I do love dirt biking now, and ever since I rode one back on Monday, I want one. It's just something that I dream of having now, something that would just be so much fun to be able to ride around with my dad and my cousin Nick. It would just be awesome. We'd be able to go on dirt biking adventures, go up north, take them through all the fun trails out here. And what I like about the trails out here is that they're only really for dirt biking because of the size of them. They're not very wide, and that's the whole reason why the Teryx-4 probably should go. So if any of you here are a dirt biker yourself, you guys will probably understand why the Teryx-4, in my opinion, can definitely easily be replaced with some new awesome 4-stroke dirt bikes. And when we're talking about 4-stroke dirt bikes now, I know everybody's probably like, oh, well, why don't you get a 2-stroke? 4 strokes, they're like, they don't have enough pickup to them. There's not enough power. In Ontario here, 2-stroke dirt bikes now are actually illegal. At least where we live in Springwater Township here in Ontario, 2-stroke dirt bikes are illegal because of the sound, and also they can apparently cause a little tiny spark in the back while you're riding them, and it can burn a whole forest down. And saying that it can burn a whole forest down, if you guys remember the forest fires, the really, really bad ones in California last year, 2017, 2018 forest fires, that was all started by a 2-stroke dirt bike with a little tiny spark out the back and long grass, and it lit up everything like a Christmas tree. So yeah, definitely not going to get a 2-stroke, but we're going to get a very powerful 4-stroke. I'm not too sure if it will be a Kawasaki or a KTM or a Yamaha. But I will say that after looking up the KTM dirt biking brand, I've heard the clutches aren't very good. I'm not too sure. I don't know too much about dirt bikes, but yeah, we have a lot to look into first. But definitely a Yamaha and Kawasaki will be my first choice, because I did just ride a 230 TTR, not very much pickup. My dad was not very impressed with it, but I was impressed with it for it being my first time on a dirt bike. But yeah, we're definitely going to get something really, really powerful, something which can make awesome content for the channel. And even better, something that will last and be reliable, unlike the Kawasaki Teryx-4, if you know the whole story behind that. So I think now it is indeed the right time to pull the Kawasaki Teryx-4 out of the garage, give it a nice cleanup, and maybe drop it off at a local dealer, have them do an appraisal on it or something like that. But yeah, I guess we will pull it out of the garage now, do a cold start for the first time in over a month. And yeah, you guys already know about that, hopefully. The angry neighbor. Yeah, definitely check that out if you haven't seen it. Crazy neighbor. Yeah, moving on though. We're going to pull this out, do a first cold start for the first time in about a month. Clean it up, put some tire shine on it, dry it up, and make it look brand new in mint condition for its low mileage, and just treat it how it is meant to be treated, more as a garage ornament in our family's lifestyle. Let her rip.
These brakes suck.
So before we wash down the Kawasaki Teryx-4, I think we should talk about some of our favorite memories that we've had in the Kawasaki Teryx-4 over the 7 years that we've owned it. So let's get back onto the ground right now and let's chat. So over the 7 years that we have owned the Teryx-4, I've actually made a lot of fun memories in this off-road vehicle. And I can safely say it's been an adventure of itself. It's probably spent more time in the shop than it has on the road. It's been in the shop a lot. But other than being in the shop, it's actually been a lot of fun. And part of me will be a little bit sad to see it go, when it does go, or if it does go. But yeah, it's probably gonna go, because dirt bikes are a blast. I can't deny that. But yeah, my favorite and fun memories in this vehicle have definitely been the times when we took it to the sand dunes up at the cottage, took it off-roading, got it all muddy, went through a little tiny, it was like there was water running through, drove through like a little creek, did some awesome jumps in it, in the sand dunes, sand dune jumps, and also when I got to drive it, when my parents let me start driving it, that was a lot of fun. I made some really, really good driving memories in it. This taught me how to drive a car, and this is what I think taught me how to be a good driver today. And now we're actually going to interview my uncle here. His name is Andrew, and we're going to ask him for some of his favorite memories in the Teryx-4. So what were some of your favorite memories in the Teryx-4?
Going out with you, Alexa and you, and going out with my brother-in-law in it, and having a good ride, and going over the rocks and that, and going for a bumpy ride, and that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, so as you can hear from my Uncle Andrew here, it's been a lot of fun, and he seems kind of sad to see it go too, right? You're kind of sad to see it go?
Yes.
Yeah, but I will say the dirt bikes will be fun, and I mean, this won't be disregarded. I'm always going to have a passion for this vehicle, and I'm always going to have memories of the Teryx-4, even when we do decide to say goodbye. But I really do think this is going to be a good new starting point for my whole family here. And I think this is a good decision in the overall meaning. So over the last 7 years, we've done a lot in the Teryx-4, such as taking it in the sand dunes, going off jumps, off-roading in it, through mud, through a creek, over rocks, through the bush, through the woods, through the deserts, farmers' fields, racing bulls. I wish I got that on video. When the bulls were chasing us in it up at the cottage, because bulls love red, and they seem to like to follow you when you're in a red vehicle. But yeah, part of me will miss this a lot. But I mean, we can't really do anything with it. So like we had all talked about, my whole family, we had all talked about, like, is it really worth it? And that's what it all comes down to. Is it really, really worth keeping? And the true answer, realistically, no. But I don't know. It's just a tough decision. When there's something that you've had for so long, you just don't want to get rid of it. And for example, not just saying 7 years, maybe that's not very long of a time, because we do have an 89 Yamaha YZ125 two-stroke dirt bike, but now it could get fixed up, right? But the thing about it is it worth it? Because here in Springwater Township, you are not allowed to drive them anymore, or ride them, whatever you do on a dirt bike. But here, yeah, you can't ride them. It's illegal now, because apparently they're too loud, and when somebody's out walking their dog, they just complain, and apparently everybody knows what a two-stroke sounds like, because, yeah, they're very loud. Four-stroke is definitely the right decision if you get a powerful enough one. But the Teryx-4, it's been a fun journey, and I am ready to start something new, something better, and something that can create some awesome content for you guys on this channel. So the Teryx-4 has been all cleaned up and detailed, and it is looking amazing, especially without that thick layer of dust that it had on the hood. Looking so much better now, and I'm so happy to see it looking mint condition. So I think it is now time to show you guys some of the awesome times that we had on the TTR 230 Yamaha dirt bikes on Monday. So check that out for yourself right now. Yeah, it's pretty sweet, eh? But yeah, we're definitely going to consider looking into them at least, seeing if we can get a good trade-in deal on this possibly, or keep this and get 2 dirt bikes to add to the collection of off-road vehicles on the channel. But I do love this Teryx-4. It would be tough to see it go in a way, but in another way, it would be absolutely really exciting and entertaining for something brand new, for a brand new adventure and journey and lifestyle for myself. So overall, it's been a really fun journey with our 2012 Kawasaki Teryx-4 LE V-Twin. I have done a full review on this off-road vehicle, so definitely check it out for yourselves on the channel. And if you guys are stopping by the channel for the first time and you haven't already and you want to, please subscribe and definitely also drop a like and a comment down below, because I would really appreciate all of your support. And you can also feel free to send video ideas and suggestions to myself via Instagram, or just leave a comment down below in the description. But once again, guys, thanks for stopping by the channel, and I will see you guys very soon in the next upload. But before we end today's video, I do want to mention once again to please smash that subscribe button, the red button, and also please click the notification bell so that you guys stay up to date on all videos on the channel, and so that you can see what happens with the Teryx-4. So that being said, guys, thanks for stopping by the channel, and I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you guys very soon in the next upload. Peace.